Are you ready to unlock your child's potential? Find the perfect blend of learning and fun at MrBTheTeacher.com. Start with his 3 award-winning books, Guidelines for the Successful Student, a closer look at parenting your school-aged child. The essential speller, the feller, and humorous and engaging reading like My Coconut Head. All on sale at Amazon.com. But the learning doesn't stop there. Make any subject fun with the catchy, curriculum-based tunes from Mr. B's Beats for Brains. Please enjoy this sample.
North Star shines so bright, guides us through the night. We'll find our way, alright, in the dark or light. Northeast, southwest, never eat the soggy one fools. Northeast, southwest, every move, no hassles. East where sun will rise, new day open eyes, chasing all the highs under morning skies. Northeast, southwest, never eat the soggy one fools. Northeast, southwest, every move, no.
Is your child ready to see real academic growth? For personalized expert tutoring, connect with Mr. B through Varsity Tutors. Details are at MrBTheTeacher.com. That's MrBTheTeacher.com, your partner in learning success.
You're listening to A Teaching Moment with Mr. B.
Good day, everyone, and welcome to the 50th episode. Woohoo! Episode 50 of A Teaching Moment with Mr. B. In this milestone episode, I'm going to talk about something different. How I started this podcast and the trials I overcame. First of all, I would like to announce that it has been 4 years since we began this podcast called A Teaching Moment with Mr. B. And I would like to thank my lovely wife, Aziza, and all those who helped make this possible behind the scenes. Thank you all for listening and supporting me over these years. Mr. B, the Teacher LLC, would like to thank all of you all for listening and for your support. We will continue to do these podcasts, and we will continue to inform you on various educational topics and current trends in education. Thank you so much. So I wanted to start off by thanking you all and thank God that we are now 4 years in and counting with doing these podcasts. A Teaching Moment with Mr. B. So I'm going to talk about how I started this podcast and the trials that we had to overcome in order to do that. Starting this podcast was not something I had planned to do years ago. But it began with a simple idea a few years ago, not too long. I wanted a way to share what I've learned from decades in education, tutoring and working with students and families in a stream online. So I saw firsthand in many conferences I've done over the years how many parents, educators, students needed encouragement, practical strategies, and someone to explain things in a real honest way to them. This podcast, A Teaching Moment with Mr. B, has provided that outlet for me and for us. At first I hesitated, but then I asked myself, do I really have something worth saying? Will anyone listen to me when I do these podcasts? And am I too late to start something new? Like many people who began a new journey, I battled doubt before I ever recorded a single word. Now I'm going to talk about some of the early challenges that I had. One of the first obstacles was learning the technical side of things, how do I set up a podcast? What are the features and what are the ingredients that would make a successful podcast? I had to figure out microphone settings, recording software, editing and publishing things that were completely out of my comfort zone as a classroom teacher before and as an educator. There were moments of frustration in the very beginning when recordings didn't sound right or files that I didn't save and I had to start over. But it was very short-lived, thankfully. And here was another challenge. How was I going to balance tutoring or teaching, planning for students, running my business, and personal responsibilities with taking the time out to do podcasts regularly with my listening audience? I had to be very intentional and set intentional goals and carve out some time to do these recordings, which I always enjoy doing. There were days that it felt so easy to postpone, and other days I was ready to record. But I knew consistency would matter if I truly wanted to build something that was meaningful to my listening audience, to you, my listening audience. So again, I would like to thank you for paying attention to these podcasts, for tuning in over the years. It's been 4 years now, and this 50th episode. So then, finding my voice became a big deal. It was personal. Talking into a microphone without a classroom in front of me felt strange at first. I've spoken in front of hundreds of people, thousands of people, in many assemblies, school-wide presentations, but talking to a microphone for online listening was something that was new to me at the time. As teachers, we feed off interaction, facial expressions, and questions. Podcasting required me to trust that someone on the other side of this microphone needed to hear the message, even though I couldn't see them. So I've gotten used to speaking to you all now, my listening audience, even though I can't see who is listening on the other side. I got used to the idea that I could convey a message still to my listening audience, even though I cannot see them right there and then. Over time, I had to stop trying to sound perfect and focus on being authentic with my audience, and that shift changed everything. Now these podcasts becomes less about performance and more about purpose. So there is a purpose for every podcast that we share with you, as you know. I have different topics, different titles, different issues that we discuss. And we began, as I'll get into, by discussing issues that were raised in my guidelines for the successful student, a closer look at parenting your school-age child. Issues that arise out of my book on that. There were moments where I doubted myself and growth felt slow. I wasn't sure if I was going to get listeners and viewers of my podcast. And every creator has to face the prospect of whether or not their effort is worth making a difference. But I reminded myself that education is never about instant results. It's about impact over time. If one parent, one teacher, or one student benefit, this work would be worth my while. What is this journey of doing a teaching moment with Mr. B taught me? Starting this podcast reinforced lessons I've taught my students for years. Number one, you don't have to know everything to begin. Sometimes you just have to start somewhere. Number two, growth happens through doing, not waiting. So you must start something. So sometimes you just have to start with what you've got. And then as time go on, more opportunities will open and you're about to walk through them and use them. Challenges, number 3. Challenges are part of the learning process. You are going to go through challenges. But don't worry. It's not that you fall, it's that you get up. These challenges will help build and shape you, and you'll know what you should do and what you shouldn't do. Number 4, your experience has value when you use it to help others. So I've been able to share this experience of podcasting, as well as my years of teaching, to so many other people ever since I began. And number 5, consistency beats perfection every time. So it's about being consistent. Nobody learned how to build a house or ride a bike or swim in one session. It took days and days, maybe weeks or months or years of consistent practice. And consistent practice leads to greater results. And that is the meaning of success for me. So why do I continue? Why do we continue to do these podcasts, to share these podcasts with you? A teaching moment with Mr. B. Because these podcasts are extensions of what was my classroom, where I was teaching. Encouraging and sharing strategies beyond the 4 walls of a classroom with students, teachers, and parents alike. It allows me to reach families and educators I may never meet, but who are walking the same path that I've been walking on. So I do this for you. We do this for you. So this journey that we've been on for a teaching moment with Mr. B was not without obstacles, but every challenge strengthened my confidence and clarified my mission to educate, inspire, and support others in their learning journeys. So like I tell my students, this is just the beginning. We have many more podcasts in store to share with you. We have many more episodes coming up, some exciting podcasts that I'm preparing to share with you, the listening audience. So thank you so much for being a great support system for us here at Mr. B the Teacher LLC. And as the African proverb says, it takes a village to raise a child. We'll see you in the 51st podcast. Bye-bye, everybody.